I'm like, wow. Yeah, so that's how I got my first break.
Okay.
Of being Nameless.
Yeah.
And Megarider, which was 99, which is, of course, that's why I'm saying it's 20 years since that time. Yeah. So that's how it started off. That for me, that was my, I guess that's my break, because now when the song came out.
In fact, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because, dude, now as a guy, as a fan.
Yeah.
And as a practitioner, no, as a fan,
Yeah.
forget it. This time, we wanted urban music.
Yeah.
And remember me at this time, I'm hooked on Team Cars.
Yes, yeah.
I'm on Team Cars.
Yeah, Team Cars, yeah.
But this song came out and I was like, Cars Ukweli.
Yeah.
This song is too hot. Megarider.
And you know the funny thing of, anyway, huh?
No, you can say,
I was just saying, like, for me, like, because as I told you, listening to Kalamashaka gave me an insecurity. Like, wow. So I was talking, now we talked a bit with Muthoni, like, you know, talk to her, like, following up, like, yeah. And she would tell me, Monski, like, okay, I can't remember what she was calling me that time. She called me Nameless by that time.
Where did Monski come from?
Monski, ever since I was in primary, because my name is Kamoni, and then my brother used to call me Kamonski because I liked playing chess. So he used to give me a Russian name, like, you know, I have to give you a Russian name now. You know, like Kasparov, now Kamonsky. So now people shorten it into Monski.
It's amazing this name.
Yeah, I know they just come up, yeah. So,
so now the song comes out and it becomes, speaking of the
it's
time, a monster.
Yeah, it becomes, and I'm like, my God. So she's telling me now, the funny thing about this song is even older mothers and older guys request for it. She was telling me the interesting thing about that song in particular that she's noticed is there's a fan base that she had not reached that were requesting for it. And she's telling me these are people who are like in their 40s, their 50s. So for me, I was like, wow. So she was even telling me that's very interesting because you've even got some older guys in this song. And it was just because it was just a simple song talking about just things that happen and I was just singing the way I would talk. Like if you listen to it, it's like 70% English, 30% Swahili. Just me.
You were being you.
Just being me. And talking about what I was going through and my life, my campus, I'm a campus student and what. So of course then after that, now what happens? Shows start, you know. So that week, what's his name? David Morethi tells me.
David Morethi now, who give us context of David Morethi.
David Morethi now was, you know, like a partnership. Normally you have the creative and you have the business guy.
Yeah.
So Ted was like the creative and David Morethi was the business.
Yeah.
He's the one who talked to clients and what. So they were a dream team, eh? So he was doing a gig and he was like, we want you in that gig, yeah? But you don't get paid. It's for good exposure. So I'm like,
hey, no problem.
Dude, it's all right. So I'm like, hey, now what's my image? Now, before I was behind this guy, you didn't know who I was, you know. Now it's me, Nameless. And I don't feel ready. I get
insecurities, eh?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. Me, I was just, honestly speaking, as I told you, just happen. Then I'm like, I've checked the song, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So what do? I devise a certain brand look that will hide my personality.
What?
Because I was still not secure about it. I'm an introvert.
Yes.
So you're throwing me now to be an extrovert. And I wasn't really, I liked doing the song, I was happy. So what do? So I create this look. So I get 2 dancers, some 2 chicks, and me. And so I do the Zorro look.
You cover your eyes.
Cover my eyes, kabuti, and jacket, black. That became my thing. So my first performance, I go like that, mask.
So the reason for your outfit was to hide your real identity.
Yes.
So
like,
that people wouldn't say,
that's
David Mathenge.
Yes, they wouldn't know. Like I wasn't, you're throwing me something I'm not ready. So I was hiding. It was subconsciously like, it's like I'm hiding. But I'm performing. So I did the performance.
Were your dancers by the Boomba girls at this time?
No.
Okay.
There was some campus, a chick called Sarah, who's now big time. Do you know Protel?
Yes, Sarah Migwi.
Yes.
Sarah Migwi was your dancer. Hey boss, you can't just leave that.
Sarah Migwi were in campus. So Sarah, you know you're seeing here, trying to be was first dancer. Sarah, and then she told me she has a friend called Liz, because they used to live in Matasia, I used to live in Gong. I knew Sarah from Primo because of her bro, were in the same class. Yes. And when we camped together, and she's like, hey, this is going to be fun. Let's do it. So I'm like, you sure? Yeah, let's go. We're not getting paid. It's okay. Twende. Twende. Carnival. I do. But now I wanted to do a nice presentation. So we came up with a dance. Got no car, but I got a Megarider. You get Megarider. You know, Megarider is like,
hey, dude, you're
you get this part.
Yes, the jab.
The jab,
yeah.
So I'll be like, I got no car, but I
got a Megarider.
So even that's why in the remix, but it's a different style now. There's a way, if you look at there's a dance, it's kind of different, but that was the way it started. So I told them in the chorus, I want to do this, and then now you guys try to dramatize what I'm saying in the story. So anyway,
hey, dude, you're a
so we did that, because I was also like this visual, You
yes.
know, I'm in art, so I'm a visual also. So when we did the performance, and that was the start of now my life now. Because from there,
so that was your first performance
as Nameless.
As Nameless.
Solo artist, yeah.
And how was it? Let's talk about it.
So the show actually went really well. Like, guys, first of all, you have to remember, because there's only like 1 or 2 stations. The song people already know in 1 week, and guys are like, yo, this is the Nameless. But of course, I'm featuring myself, and I'm in campus, and I don't want my lecturers to know also. Because
you studied architecture, that's a serious subject.
A serious subject, and it's a very subjective subject. Meaning, if someone can decide, you know, it's not like 1 + 1 is 2, you can't argue that.
Yes.
This is about art. So if a lecturer doesn't like you and he decides you're not, he can say your work is not good in studio work, and you can fail. So I never wanted to risk that part of my life. So anyway, so I did it, and guys liked it. Like,
now let me just say something. Hey, because, and the reason why I'm sort of interjecting here, I love how for you, school was important. Despite you suddenly getting this new fame.
Oh yeah. Like for me, you have to remember that, like, this was my dream. Like, I'm from standard 6, I wanted to do
architecture. Was a dream.
Yeah, I was not at your choppy. So I used to be told, man, to do architecture, you know, you have to be like in the top. But so I started working from standard 6. My grades improved consistently. Like when I look at it, literally consistent from standard 6, 7, 8. I went to Strath, and then when I went to Strath, I was 4th quarter, because now I met now choppies now. So I was thrown back to last position. I get it.
Yeah.
So when I am there, I started now slowly again from first. If you look at my transcripts, first form, I was 4th quarter. I used to chase there 4th quarter, like the last quarter. Then second form, I was in 3rd quarter. Then 3rd form, I was in 2nd quarter. Then 4th form, I was in first quarter. So it was like just slowly improving. I'd get somewhere, new environment, then I just adjust. So I'm doing my dream course. In fact, even, that's why I'm saying sometimes I would have insecurities. Even when I'm choosing, I was like, I don't think I'll make arc. So I chose engineering, because I knew I'm strong in sciences. But, and you already can tell I'm going to get these marks.
Yes.
But then I actually got the marks, so when I went to campus, I changed from engineering. And I also went to work for a construction firm, and I realized I don't want to be an engineer. I want to be a designer. So that's how I changed to arc. So for me, music is nice, but honestly, music was supposed to pay for my fees.
Oh.
Yeah, because
it was never the end goal. It was
like, I'm liking it. Like it's
cool.
I mean, it's cool. So my first performance, like as Nameless, after that one when I was not paid, was Pivot Point, which was like a month later in KICC.
What year?
Maybe 99 or maybe beginning of 2000. 99.
Yeah, 99.
So, 99, yeah. So you can imagine, it's a graduation. I was being paid 15,000.
Then?
Yes, for that show in particular, that one in particular. That one.
And you have how many songs?
1.
This is the first time you're being paid.
The other times I used to perform for free. Like, I performed for about a year with my boy Neto. Unless he was being paid, he was not telling me. But we never made a cent, right? Then, of course, 15 was like, whoa. But later on, I would get sometimes 6K. Chase there.
Okay.
But that particular event, I'll never forget. That's what made me say, wait. This thing can be serious. I've just earned 15 Gs. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So before it was like, I never looked at it as a business.
Oh.
Now
It was still under the hobby.
Hobby.
Box
Hobby.
division.
Yeah, it's hobby. You like singing, you know. Now you've been called, you're doing a show now. I'm like, hey, that's what I'm saying, Sarah, maybe, hey, let's have fun. Then I see, hey, I just earned 15 G's with one song. What just happened here? You get me? So, I now my strategic mind got into play now. So I saying, okay, let me see how this can be. First, it can sort out my fees, because by that time my parents had retired.
Yes.
So I used to. In fact, that's one of the reasons I was a bit down.
Barclays. Oh, okay, that's okay.
That's one of the reasons I was a bit down, because I was feel frustrated because I have to ask for fees from my brothers, and I never liked it, because you feel like now they're saying, look at it, this guy's come to ask for money. You get so I still my parents. Yeah. You ask them, because now I'm feeling bad asking my bros to pay my fees. So that's one of the reasons. And then now when they pay, you almost feel like now they're now looking at you like you've paid, so now you have to that feel like they're on your case. So anyway, so I started thinking this can now pay for my fees and all that. So now I started now trying to record more. Now Ted, I'm like, I need to record now, let me grow this brand Nameless. So when I started talking to people, they explained to me. I would ask, how much you make from sales?
So when you say you're talking, who are you talking to?
So like now, imagine I walk to the studio and meet Giddy Giddy.
So because like, now you can go to Audio Vault.
So I'm going to Audio Vault. So I meet Giddy Giddy on the road, on the way, or out there. They're like, hey Giddy Giddy, you're Nameless. You're trying, you're good. And I'm like, hey, I'm talking to Giddy Giddy. So I remember, I don't even know if
them they've got Ting Badi Malo at this time.
They're big. They're big. So me, I ask them, I do a short interview, and that's what I feel that guys need to do more, like talk to people who are there before you and understand, so that you know where to place yourself. So they ask them, so how do you earn? So tell me how we sell. Then I ask them, well, how much? Hey, we sold this yesterday. Then how much when you perform? Hey, we can make it. So in my head, I'm like, so it looks like you make more money from performance than sales. This is now that in that 1 year that I'm in Ted's trying to whatever. Then when I would get shows, I used to meet up with guys like Chameleon and Red Sun on the same stage, right? My song is Megarider, the main one that's driving me. But Megarider is a very cool song. It's a very good song for listening, but it's not good for performing. Are you getting me? So when I'm in the same show with Red Sun and Chameleon, they kill the show with Bagia. Guys are like, Then me, Megarider, guys would watch. They would like it, but they would not scream that much because they're like, the song is just cool. And then me, I used to have a stage act. Me, I used to be like, to come to Mejipanga, get my girls dressed well, Nini. Kinanani is coming. So me, I saw, here, I need to know where these guys are recording. Because these guys, their sound is too energetic. That's how now I found out about these guys called Ogopa. There's some guys in South Bay. They live in South Bay, but they used to record somewhere along where Citizen is now. So I don't know if I trace Lucas's number. So I meet him. Lucas, you know him as a standoff Nini. So I'm like, you're the Nameless, eh? Okay, what do you want? I'm like, I want to record with you. Because I tried to record in Ted's for some time.
So actually, yes, that's a good question. Yeah. After
I recorded like 2 songs, but let me tell you what it is. And I won't say this because it's also important for artists to know. In any stable, there's always the prime grade artists, the ones who bring money. Then they're the ones who are now coming to try to prove themselves. It's okay, it's normal. So now me, I was, but then actually pregnant with Megarider, but I was still in there trying to prove yourself. You're not yet money. You're not Kalamashaka, Gidi Gidi. So their focus is on them. So I would go there try to get another song because I'm feeling pressure. This Megarider, but I wouldn't get Ted availability, because his focus was that. So I also got frustrated. But anyway, so I found out about Lucas. So I meet him, I tell him, he says, okay. So that's when now we started now work with Lucas. So I told him, I'm coming to you because you have songs, have an energy and a vibe I like. So he's like, okay, we'll start. We'll see what to do. And I remember when I went to talk to him and he went to Nini, I was hearing some guys recording in the studio. So he told me, just wait here. I'm just finishing these guys, then we'll continue talking. You know who are recording there? Googs and Winnie Banton. They were recording the first Githurai. Remember the first one?
Yeah.
Before the remix.
Yeah.
So I'm in the studio, I'm in the place, and I'm hearing a noise coming from somewhere. I'm wondering where these guys. It used to be a very weird studio. So they're recording from one corner, but him is in our room. So they come and meet. Nameless. Okay, I'm like, fine. So that's when I started now planning songs with Lucas. That time he used to still stay in South B, in the SQ. So
he was with his folks, but then in the SQ.
Yeah. So he not set up a studio, but if you're to meet him now to make a track, you'd meet him there in the studio. He used to have a small piano, like mini, and a small laptop. So muna create the beat from there. What? He didn't have like, those things you'd see at TEDs. So when I'm going there, I'm like, now nimetoka kwa TED.
Kukuja kwa laptop.
Sasa hii laptop kwa SQ tutafanya nini hapa? Lakini sound inatoka kwa hiyo laptop. Ni bala. But it's okay. We'll work things out. So my first song with him was Majitu.
Majitu.
Yes. So me, I used to watch another thing, Sisi Majitu. So I wanted to make a concept song like, I'm protected by the Majitu, So I told him the idea, he checked out, he said, let's try it. So I recorded it.
I am protected by the Majitu. Usinikaribie, usinijaribu. Siniliwambia, you better feel. Sasa munatetemeka kama malaria. Oh mama, they are coming for you. Like the DSO. When you wanna go. Oh mama, they are coming for you. Like the DSO. When you wanna move. Ukiniona ninatembea downtown. Bila stress, bila fahamu na shida. Huyu ni nani? Ametoka wapi? And what does he do? I am protected by the Majitu. Wacha wanga. Haki ya Mungu. Ukiniingilia, you better fear. Kwani mutatetemeka kama malaria. Mariri marimo. Mariri marimo. Mariri marimo. Unatetemeka, tetemeka. Mariri marimo. Mariri marimo. Mariri marimo. Unatetemeka, tetemeka. No. Guess who? It's the Majitu coming for you.
And we released it, and it didn't do anything. Like, yes, it was there.
After Megarider, it wasn't a step up. It was a...
Yeah, it just was there, yeah. Guys didn't understand it. You get? Like, they didn't relate to it. You get?
Yeah.
Something was amiss in that song. I really liked it and all that, but there's something. So that's why I say sometimes feedback. You wonder, why did guys like this song? What is it they didn't understand about it? So anyway, we started now working on ideas.
So what happened? So now you went and asked guys, hey, what's
No,
up?
I mean, you just noticed like the song is not going as well.
Yeah.
You talk to people, they're like, but you're like, what? Is it that they just didn't understand that concept of Majitu? Is it the song that
What was the concept for you?
Majitu, it was just like...
Kama unataka kuku. I remember the beginning.
No, not Kama Una. Yeah, that's Mannerless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am protected by the Majitu.
Oh, yes.
Usinikaribie, usinijaribu. It was just like, you see, I was a fan of Zoro, I was a fan of Undertaker, I just like that weird side. So I was like, bring it. But the guys were like,
everybody loved it. It wasn't weird. Everyone loved Undertaker.
No.
Everyone loved
I know, Undertaker was just the ish. And that's why even that dressing I had of Zoro, it was kind of on the same line as Undertaker.
Even the big kabuti.
Yeah, the boot, yeah. I just liked that dark side.
Guys, Nameless wanted to be Undertaker.
I wanted to be Undertaker, man. Like, I just loved that. Exactly, yeah. So I just liked that weird side, eh?
Okay,
but
let me
it
also
didn't
ask
work.
Your style, because for me,
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy wasn't rapping.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Singing.
he wasn't singing. He was.
I started rapping.
Okay.
If you look at Megarider,
Yeah.
let me tell you, Megarider was just Snoop in Kenya. Like, that laid back rap.
Yeah.
You know, I just like Snoop. Just like this guy raps. He raps in such a laid back way and nice. So Megarider was like that. So I just transported and said, okay, I'll just do it, but in a Kenyan vibe. So me, I was always, I never tried to be like American. I was just being myself. But that was what it was. Now, when I went to Ogopa's, yeah, and started now working on ideas, we're like, okay, now rap is good and all that, yeah? But how do we create melodies in your work? You get? Yeah, because now I've gone there because I want performance-friendly music, yeah? And so that's now when I started changing my style slightly into sing rap. I don't have the vocals of BN, you know, to sing like all the way.
Yeah.
And then I'm not the hardcore rapper, so I'm in between. So I was looking for that melodies in. Now, one thing that I always remember was a blessing, and I have used it consistently in my career, is in first year, when I was in first year campus. I was very good in art, artwork. Eh? So because I knew I was not good in theory, I knew the place I to kill now for presentation is artwork to chora. So my presentation used to have like boards like this. I filled those boards with my work. Are you getting? Because I'm like, hapa ni kukill. He show your presentation attack we kill. I put a lot of guys, other students would come and they would come to my bay and be like, wow, Monski manzi unataka kutumaliza, man. Hey, guys are like, yeah, you have a lot of work. Me, I'm just like, yeah, now I kill Leo. So the lecturers come and they're going through people's work. So they come to my place. They knew I was strong in it, but they were very harsh with me. So they look at it, they tell me, Mathenge, you failed in your presentation. So I'm like, how?
Look at this
work. Yeah. And they tell me, the mistake you've done is how you've presented your work. You've put so much up that we can't appreciate any piece because they are all competing with each other. Are you getting?
Yes.
So I asked them, so what am I supposed to do? They said, all the work you've done, there are tables. Put them. Pick your best 10. Give them space, like this one, this one, you know, this one. So when someone comes, they just see that all this work has led to this level of yes. Don't put all the work there to show that you worked a lot. Now we can't even enjoy the work. You get me? You've shown you're working hard, but do you know that changed my way of doing things even in music. Directly.
You applied
so I
it
kept
in life.
Yes. When they say less is more.
Quality over quantity.
Yes. Just do few, but let that piece get its time. You get? So you can record a lot. You can do a lot, you can practice a lot. But presenting is that. So even my music, even from the lyrics, I don't put too many lyrics so that you cannot remember anything about the song. I look for the strongest, fewest, so that they stick with you. You get the difference. That's in the lyrics. You get? So I'd be like, it's not about it. Yeah, man, put many words in. No. Now when someone asks, okay, what do you remember? I just know there were many words. They were like, yeah, they were nice, but there were just many.
Calligraph umesikia.
Achana calligraph. But you get me, yeah?
Yeah, I get
you. Get, yeah. And then also, even in the release, like I would let a song seep in until people now know it. Paka you feel imekamuliwa.
Let me tell you, I was going to ask this question later on, but since you brought it up, I'll ask it now. But now it's a statement because you've answered the question. Okay. I was at Musyoka's, I interviewed Eric Musyoka.
Yeah.
And the guy told me, look, I have songs here of Nameless, Bana.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 unreleased songs. And I'm like, what's wrong with this Nameless guy?
Yeah.
Why hasn't he checked these songs?
A lot of songs, and a lot. And it's a mixture of things, but because I record a lot
right now, quality over...
I record a lot, but then I'll be very critical. And then you see now when I was under Ogopa, at least they would measure me and say, oh, this one is nice. When I became independent, it became a bit harder to know because how do you gauge? You know, because you're the one who's your boss.
Yeah.
You decide when you're releasing.
Producer, of course, you're nameless. The producer wants it out with his
Yeah,
name.
yes, you're like, hey, Chuck, but you're like, not yet. I'm not happy. There's something I'm not feeling. You get? I don't know what. Now the problem is my strength. That was all my strength to know what's missing. That would be now like a producer like Lucas would know. And he'd say, I don't know what it is, I'll take time, but I'll find it. You get? So now for me, I would be, there's something. It's not yet there, but I don't know what it is. So sometimes I put it aside. Do something else. Then something I'll do and say, this is it. I've got it. Like, you know, they'll reach a point and be like, I have found what I'm looking for. But there are times I would not find it. And if I don't have someone who knows what it is, then it frustrates me. So it just hangs. Because I'm still like, it's not there, but I don't know what it is. You get my point?
I love what you're talking about, partnership working.
Yes. Thank you.
And in fact, can I ask you the next one? Because this one, we've started with Megarider.
Yeah.
Explosion. It's like a heartbeat. Beep. It's on the peak.
Yep.
Majitu is a slight drop.
Yeah.
And then my friend, you came with the answer.
Yeah? Which answer?
Ninanoki.
Ninanoki came, that's before. No, we're not there.
Oh, okay, well,
Mannerless. Mannerless came, yeah.
Okay. So
Mannerless was an improved from Ninanoki. From Majitu. Mannerless, I was just singing
That's another
yeah. Now Mannerless, Lucas was like, don't bring these complicated things about your protected by Majitu. Guys don't know that. It didn't work. What's this Majitu things you're trying to scare guys? You're not the Undertaker.
You're being deep.
They're not getting it. Just be simple. Dance, be fun, crazy, you know. That age where like, so if you listen to it, I'm too young to bother about the correct order. I'm just being a bit rebellious in it, and it's about dancing.
Just give us a verse. I mean, a bit of the verse.
Okay, let me see the part that.
I want to acapella and then I'll drop the beat in.
I'm just trying to think which is the. I've not sung that song in so long. That's how bad it is.
It's okay.
But I'm trying to remember the part I'm saying.
Can you feel
the rhythm bumping in your system? Are you a dancer? You're a dancer. Dancer, say I'm a dancer. No, that's what they do. I'm too young to bother.
As you can see, Nameless doesn't know his own song.
Imagine, man. It's been like 20 years, bro.
But anyway, so here's a sample of Mannerless.
Yeah. Please, thank you, guys. Look at how I need to reconnect with my songs. So, but the basic thing about it is, it was just about fun. Kama umezaliwa Afrika, lazima unajua kukatika, you know. It's time to shake your booty, yo, like you're in my video. I am losing my mind when you shake your behind. We dance together, we dance forever. Cause I'm too young to bother about the correct order. Can you feel the rhythm bumping in your system? Are you what? Exactly. I just did the first part, man. Say.
Kama umezaliwa Afrika, lazima wajua kukatika.
It's time.
So now,
tell us a little bit about Lucas, because I can feel the change in style between Ted and Lucas. And Lucas, of course, affected a lot of the songs and the direction that you went.
Yes. You see, Ted was, I would say, he's the pioneer. Like, he's the one who started it off. There's someone who were trying to discuss generations, and Ted is the one who started the first generation of artists. When I talk about pop, real pop, Kizazi Kipya. Kizazi Kipya. Nikki, Kalamashaka, Gidi Gidi, what. Certain sound, it picked. Now, Lucas now took it now to the next level of now he's looking and saying, you know, guys like dancing in Africa. You get? Lucas was a DJ.
So when they say Ogopa DJs, he truly was a DJ.
He was a DJ. He started off as a DJ. So he would see firsthand what's making people move. So it's like, you know what? As long as people just want this, they don't want many stories. They just want to have fun. You get me?
Yeah.
So that was the brief. And when I went to Majitu and it didn't work, he's like, people just want. He still gave it a beat, energetic beat, but he's like, even what you're saying, just make it simple and easy for guys to relate to. Together, we have dancer forever. Cause I'm too. Yeah. So that was how I started now twisting my lyrics, and it got more traction than the Majitu, because this is people relate to fun, dancing, romance, happiness. So now it was clear. This is going to be the direction, even for him in the stable. It's like what we are selling is just fun and happiness.
Ah, man.
Are you getting it?
Again, can I say this?
Yeah.
And why I love being the player is because I've interviewed some people, like, for example, Nanoma.
Yeah.
And again, from interviewing Eric Musyoka, he says when he was signed under Ogopa, Lucas kept saying, no, you are not the sound we want.
Yes, exactly.
You get?
Because he's in the club, so he's seeing what makes people move. It's like, these deep things will not make people move. This is what makes people move. Yeah. And then me, I've come from a place of learning that it is performance that pays.
Yes, you've talked to Gidi Gidi.
Yes, so I'm like, so I want to get to translate that. So what happens? So my lyrics start changing to be a bit more fun, you know. And we're in middle class, South B,
yes.
Middle, you know. So that's what we're selling. So that Lucas begins to be like the second generation. We call it 2.0, like amongst us, you know. 1.0 is Kinagidi. Then 2.0 is now when Lucas came in and it's like he took it from Ogopa.
No, from Audio Vault.
Ted. From Audio Vault.
He
took from Ted, and then he moved it now, and you know, and then now it was more structured. You get? So he has a couple of artists. They all come in and they're structuring these artists. Then they're realizing we have something here. Maybe we can now create a label.
Who is there this time?
So
who is in this label?
So at that third time now we have Red Sun who had been there with Bebe Cool. No, Badman Camp came now as a rebellious camp.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's Bebe Cool, Chameleon, Red Sun, these guys, Googs Vinibanto.
Yes.
Issa is now also just now beginning to come, because guys are here. Where is this sound coming? You know, it's like, where is this thing coming? It's like an Ogopa thing coming. Where is it? It's in South B.
What has been released when Mannerless is out? What's
wow. What am I competing with at that time?
Yeah. Or
at that time
from your camp, that's making guys be like, hey, this Ogopa.
Me, I remember one of the songs that stressed me. One day when I was, because that's the time now we are trying to find, you know, what's the song, what's the sound, what's working. I was in a KICC. I'd gone to watch a beauty pageant. And I was Wahu. And then Red Sun comes on stage and he sings Julie, My Lover.
In your eyes I saw my way.
Wastu wasio papa hapendi wa rasta. Sasa nifanyeje? Rasta mindanyoa, bima ndanunua, kanivo tutaenda. Nirumie rumie, naomba usinitese. Ntakupeleka kwa baba akatupatie mali, tufunge hondo wa ya lote. Oh sister, karibu yangu. Oh sister, unirumie rumie.
It was the first time he sang it. I heard the crowd singing. I'm like, this is the first time. This is the first time. You never knew your girl goes was like, this guy just found a hit song. That time I think I was chasing Mannerless and all that. It wasn't there. It was just there. I'm like, this guy's a hit. He's not released this song, he's just sang it here and get like, oh Julie, my he's combined, all this song and then he's put raga and then the beat by Lucas Weekendo. I enjoyed because and that's what I liked about Lucas. He would not tell you what guys are doing, so you always felt your secrets are with him. But he would still make the rest feel you need to up your game because the stuff I'm working on that the people who you should be with are going to so there's a song.
So it's not that you were in the studio recording Mannerless and you're listening to Julie.
No. So he would never really show you other posts. And maybe unless you're very close and he wants to maybe sumbua you kidogo, he'll just play something like, even if he gives you baridi like guy, you get. But when I heard that, I was like, wow, so that's around the time. So you feel pressure, man. So man, you're looking for a hit because now Ogopa used to give you pressure. Hits. What songs, what hits?
My boss gonna hit.
Alakurudisha bado. So you go back, you look for a hit. Me, what we used to do, because those days phones were not for recording or something. So you get an idea. I remember there are times I would get an idea in a mat because me, a sound gives me inspiration. So I'm in a mat and there are 2 songs that I remember, 3 that I remember very clearly writing in a mat and having to come out of the mat because I've gotten a melody, I've got an idea, and then the song has been mixed to another song. So it's a rebuing. And I have to come up because I'm like, this is a nice song. I can tell. So I remember Mannerless came through there and Deadly and Nina Noki.